Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well today. I woke up to some pretty good news. In fact, I kind of knew about it yesterday, but really this morning it's starting to kind of sink in a little bit more. So I've been kind of hinting, or talking about, not really hinting, and just telling you guys in the last couple of months, I've been in this mad dash trying to submit a song for a major theme placement opportunity with a major sports show. Now I can't divulge any of the details yet because nothing's been signed yet. We haven't, gotten the invoice signed and cleared and everything, but we've definitely gotten a two thumbs up from our client. They like the track that I put together, and their direct quote was, "We think this works well for our open." So it was so funny when it came through. Just so you guys know, I've been doing sync licensing for whatever on and off 16 years. So this is like not some like, oh my gosh, I just got lucky so quickly. um, 16 years of always knowing that the theme placements were kind of like the crown jewel of our industry. And I went, I can't tell you guys how many I've gone for, 20, 30, 40 in my career, like just tons, tons. Hey, thanks so much, Mark. Appreciate it, man. And never got them. Never got them. But of course, as disheartening as it was to not get them, I would always have a follow up plan. It was like, if I get it, obviously amazing, that'd be huge. But if not, I'll always have some extra now work and some extra music that I can get into a library, and nothing is going to go to waste. I'll find a home for everything. And that was always my philosophy for all of these opportunities. And I think it's still the right philosophy. And I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts swirling around, so I'm sorry if this might feel a little bit like kind of like our, un uh, structured rant. But the really cool thing about it happening right now, like a couple of months before Syncup, is it happened with one of the library CEOs that'll be at Syncup. This is a library that I've been working with for now, what has it been, 6 years, 5, 6 years, something like that. And he has been extremely patient. He was knocking on the door of this client, I think back in 2019, 2020. It's been a long time. And slowly some opportunities kind of came to us through the sort of hard work and effort that he's been putting into networking and getting us into their wheelhouse. But it took this many years to finally get into a point where we were like getting a guaranteed one of us, not necessarily me, but one of the composers on the roster was going to get this theme opportunity, this theme placement. So this guy has the patience of Gandhi, like crazy, crazy patient. I kind of forgot about it after a while. Like I was told, hey, just be aware of this. This might be coming down the pipeline soon. I was like, great, got excited, but also knowing, I've been in this business before for a while. It's like, don't get too excited because things sometimes just don't materialize. And sure enough, it was, months and years, and not as a fault of the library owner. He was being very, very patient and just kind of politely nudging him. And, he just kind of stood by and just was ready. And then when it was time, he came through on his promise and he said, here we go. Great opportunities, great placements. One of the reasons why a lot of my royalties lately have been kind of jumping up is a result of this one deal with this one client. So it's really, really exciting. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Brody, Dumbpods, interesting username there. Appreciate it. NIK and Sri Sharma. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Timeline, yeah, this was a short and long timeline. This is going to be very common for all of you guys in this business. Everybody needs music immediately, and then you're just going to sit around and wait for like 2 or 3 weeks with no feedback. That's kind of how this went. It was like, hey, we need music right away. Can you get this done in the next 2, 3 days? Okay, no problem, no problem. All right, go, 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 go. Okay, here you go. What do they think? Crickets. 1 week goes by, 2 weeks go by. I think it was like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks before we heard our first bit of feedback. And it was like, yeah, this is kind of cool. Let's jump on a Zoom call next week, and then we'll talk more about it. It's like, okay. So it's like the accelerator gets hit so quickly on these gigs, and then it just stalls out. Like nothing is really going on because they've got a lot of other things they're worried about. They're not just thinking about me and our team and the music we're putting together. They have so much stuff that they have to do. So it's like, hurry up, get it done, get it done. You want to be fast. You want to be professional. You want to get it done right and correctly. And this is where my library CEO partner and I really hand in glove became very, very helpful and useful for each other because I needed feedback. Oh my gosh, there were so many things that I was just not seeing because they were giving us visual assets, like a rough sketch of what the show open was going to look like. And it was like, hey, write something to this. And there were visual cues like right there in front of me as I'm composing, but my head is just not even like paying attention to it. And I missed some very obvious things. And the library owner sent me some feedback and said, hey, there's this mark at 14 seconds where they do this. Maybe we should add and accentuate that with something. And I was like, duh, yes. Why did I not see that? So, man, we really need feedback. We need guidance. I do, for sure. And now I've gotten to the point where I'm begging him for more feedback, where I can give you guys just a little overview of where we are now. But all the details of this will be shared. This is what I wanted to get to. All the details of this entire process, from getting the gig to the first like demos we put together, to the revisions, to the Zoom call we had, to now the final step of this is actually taking this about 30-second long piece of music I've created and extending it to 3.5 minutes, which I've just done our first variation on that. We're going to send that off to them and see if they have any notes for us. But that's very tricky. It's actually, believe it or not, easier to extend a 30 piece. It was way faster and easier to extend 30 seconds of music rather than to create that initial 30 seconds of music. So it might not sound like that, but there are some ways that you can definitely do that. And the timing of this, that's what I'm trying to keep getting back to. The timing of this is amazing, because by the time Syncup happens, I don't know if the show will be airing by then. I don't know their timetable. They're right now just, putting this all together. But by that point, I think we'll have signed, hopefully, all the contracts. We can maybe talk about it a little more publicly. And then what I really want to do is have the library CEO and I in front of the room and sync up and literally kind of do a behind-the-scenes dissection on this gig. How we got it, how it happened, what are points of confusion, and my emotional roller coaster. I posted a couple of videos on my channel here recently, showing you guys how excited I was, but worried and overwhelmed. And then there was that one Saturday where I was trying to come in here to get some work done, and my damn door was locked, and it was a door that I'd never seen before. Like, there was a door to my hallway of my office, and I'm like, I don't have a key to that. Why is that closed? It was, all of this just insanity of this gig. But of course, like, these are happening in like 1 to 2 day periods, and then you'll hear nothing for 2 weeks and you kind of forget about it and you just move on with your life. So that's kind of the nature of this business. So the fact that it's going to be hopefully solidified and done by then means that we're going to have an amazing presentation for you guys. If you're going to be there in person, you're going to get even more value from it, to be able to meet the CEO for yourself and maybe potentially pitch to him. But even if you stream it, you'll be able to hear the music, you'll be able to see and hear the iterations of this. I don't know if I can promise that yet. I got to make sure, like, these are like a rough show open graphics that they have going on, so I don't want to violate them or make them not look good or whatever. So I might have to like double check on that. I'm pretty sure I can play for you guys my iterations of it. I just don't know if the visuals can go along with that as well. But hopefully by then the final show open credits are done, and we can definitely play that, because that'll be a publicly available show open credit that they're basically putting out there. So I'm just really stoked that this obviously happened. I'm really, really excited. We'll see. Obviously theme placements are kind of the big crown jewel in terms of the royalties. That's basically one of the most valuable payouts you can get from the PROs. So obviously we'll see how that kind of works out. Yeah, just very grateful. But the one interesting thing was, when I got the notice yesterday in my inbox saying, yep, you got it, thumbs up, they like it, it's going to work. You would think I was going to feel some amazing, huge burst of energy and just feel so excited. And I didn't. I really didn't. I was just like, oh, okay. And it was like, I was just sitting here, like right here in this chair, and I was just like, I think I should feel something more than that. Like, shouldn't I be like just juicing and buzzing and feeling amazing? And just to be honest with you guys, I didn't. It was just kind of a neutral, like, okay, we got that done. And I think part of it was alongside of when they said, yes, we like this, it's going to work. They said, now can you get to work extending this 30-second piece of music into a full 3-minute long piece of, basically one piece of music that can be used for background and promos and bumpers coming in and out of commercials. Basically a very versatile piece of track. And maybe that's what I was reacting to, was like, okay, this is great. And also we still got more work to do. We're not even close to being done with this gig. So that's probably why I'm guessing why I didn't feel a huge sense of just rush. And this morning I finally got the full, at least the first version of this about 3.5 minute long extended track. And just knowing that I just sent that off, and it's like, all right, that's the one we're going to send off to them. We're going to see what they think. They'll of course probably have some notes for us, as I did with our first theme that we sent to them. But now I'm getting the sense of like accomplishment coming to me because it's like, all right, at least I've sent something over that feels like, we're kind of on our way here with this one. So, but just kind of interesting, a whirlwind of emotions and excitement and fear and dread and self-doubt and and I went through probably 3 different musical ideas with them before they settled on the one that they like. So it wasn't like the first thing I put together was what worked. It definitely wasn't. So, a lot of humility of like thinking that you got something great and then your client says, yeah, not really into that. And it's like, oh, okay, back to the drawing board and kind of trying to erase all that and not feeling like you're wasting your time, putting together a whole bunch of music. So thank you guys. I appreciate all the congrats and stuff. I really, really do appreciate that. And I know for somebody who maybe if you're new to me, if you're new subscriber or maybe new to Sync Licensing, you're thinking, oh, Jesse just got lucky. Right place at the right time. So good for him. Telling you, it was an overnight success, 16 years in the making. Okay, so this is not something that I just stumbled into the first couple of months in this industry. It's something that I've been banging my head up against the wall for years, over a decade and a half. And, just obviously, as I've told you guys, showing up, being there consistently, being available when these opportunities do pop up. I'm just really, really excited and grateful for it. So, and I'm curious to see where this leads to, and maybe this will lead to even more opportunities with this client. But for you guys that are potentially going to be joining us for Syncup, this could be an opportunity for you to get your foot in the door with a company like this that's getting these kind of a big opportunities. So I know that AI is obviously scary and pissing a lot of us off, including me lately. But there's still opportunity here. I just have to be honest with you guys. Like it's a dual-edged sort of situation we're in right now where it feels like at any point, is this industry going to kind of crumble from AI technology? Are we going to be outsourced? Are we going to be replaced? And then I get opportunities like this, and I'm hearing some success stories from some of you guys, and it's like, it's both. Both are correct. Like, yes, there's going to be some casualty, maybe a lot of casualty, but there's still huge opportunities, and people still need music, and there's still themes out there, and there's still great placements out there. So, it's kind of where you're going in terms of what you're feeling. So, thank you guys, appreciate it. But I deserve some good times. Yeah, I'm working on learning how to enjoy life. That's something. I mean, I have for most of my life I have enjoyed this. Like this is my enjoyment is working, getting into the studio, doing videos, working on my business, working on music. This is really, really joyful for me. Which is why I'm probably addicted to work. But I am learning. I'm trying to learn, especially as I'm turning 40 in a couple of months here, how to enjoy life in all of its facets, not just in productivity and work and, all the things that we're doing here, of course. So, well, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. And I wish all of you guys, obviously, success in your careers. And hopefully you guys can find some amazing placement opportunities for yourself. So I also wanted to give you a quick little update on our Syncup sales. They've been going very, very well and very quickly, as I sort of anticipated they would. As of right now, we have sold 13 tickets. So we actually have quite a few tickets already gone. That means we've got, 37 tickets left? Yeah, 37 tickets. 8 of them are the premium ones if you wanted to join us in person for that VIP dinner, which includes these 7 library CEOs. And yes, one of them are the ones that got me this theme opportunity. So these are very well-connected people that I personally have trusted, that I personally put my music with, that I personally recommend. So if you wanted to have access to them in person or even more intimately at a private dinner with us, you've got basically 8 tickets left to be able to do that. And again, the link to be able to sign up for this is only available inside of Sync Academy, Sync Edge, Pro Feedback, or Sync Connect. So if you're in one of our 4 platforms, you will see the link. Sync Edge and Sync Connect, the buttons are in the membership areas. If you're in Sync Academy or Pro Feedback, I've posted up there, so you guys should be able to find that. If you can't see it or find it, whatever, just email me, and you're in our community. I am exclusively offering these early bird tickets just for our inner circle kind of community members for now. If we have any leftover tickets, they will be made available on April 1st, but they're all going to be going up in price. So I'll kind of show you those real quick. The other big announcement I want to let you know is we have confirmation of which library CEOs and professional music licensing producers will be able to review your music in person at Syncup. So not only can you get some in-person reviews from a library CEO, but this is kind of like another pitching opportunity because every library CEO that's a part of Syncup is given full permission, green light for me to partner with anybody they want to. So if you submit a track and you're there in person, you get a review and they like what they hear, they absolutely can be like, hey, you want to work with me? And you guys can immediately start working together as a result of your review session at Syncup. So these are the 4 library CEOs that will Did I say four? I think I meant to say three. Yeah, three CEOs that'll be helping with our reviews. Mike Giannotto of Reverse Play. Mike has been one of our pro feedback reviewers for many years, and he's got Reverse Play with great stuff going on with his company. You guys know about him. Trevor of Get It Done. He's a familiar face. You guys know all about Trevor and what he's done with Get It Done as well. And AJ, who's going to be there this year in person. So last year we had him there virtually on a screen. It's just kind of weird and awkward. I'm flying him out. I just booked his flight this morning, got him his hotel room, so he's good to go. He'll be there Saturday, and then Sunday as well. And Sunday morning is when he's going to give his presentation on how to write a sync hit with vocals, lyrics, melodies, high quality singer. These are the things that we definitely need to be paying attention to, especially in the face of AI. Okay, so those are the three CEOs. I will be pairing them with you. Okay, so you don't get to select them because I got to make sure that I feel that the music you submit for your review fits their company and then their expertise as well. They each have their own very individual, unique experiences and specialties and niches, niches, whatever you want to say. So I'm going to make sure that you guys get paired with them. But we're also going to have some really high quality producers and pro feedback reviewers join us for those sessions as well. Hans will be there, Yele will be there, and as well Scott. Scott is Scott Johnson from our pro feedback platform. I'm thinking what I might do is pair them up. So I might have one library CEO and one sync licensing producer both go in with you for these private reviews. So you actually get two minds and two sets of ears listening to your tracks and giving you some helpful, insightful reviews. I think that's what we're going to be able to do. But again, I got to see how many people want the in-person review. It's not automatic. You don't have to get it if you don't want it. And depending on how many we get, we have to make sure that we schedule them appropriately. I think right now they're all going to be on the Sunday, June 2nd. That just seems to be right because June 1st, the Saturday, is going to be pretty much all of the library CEOs. We had many successful students and members, both virtually and in person, get deals. These are just a few of them. I had many more that let me know that they got a deal as a result of Syncup, so it absolutely does work. This is our schedule really quickly. I'm going to open it up, talk about some sync marketing, how to make sure that you are really serving the needs of this industry. If you're there in person, we're going to do a mastermind break where you get to basically get to know the people right around you. And don't worry if you're a little bit, scared, socially awkward, or nervous about that. We'll have a guided discussion going on there. So I'll have the talking points and topics for you to follow along and connect with the people at your desk. We're going to have these circular tables that we're all sitting at. Then Mike's going to basically give us his experience as a music editor. These are the people that we need to understand what's going on inside of their mind. What are they looking for? What are they not looking for? He's going to show us some and talk about some specific gigs he's had and what music has really made the cut and gotten onto particular gigs and particular situations. And he's worked intimately with Netflix for many years now, so he's definitely a front row seat guy to this business. Then after our lunch break on Saturday, we're kind of going to be nailing these library CEOs and representatives. Duddy is the executive producer of Audio Socket, but everybody else will be the CEO. We got Sound Adventures, a Sonic Librarian, and then Perry of Epic Music. So we're going to basically go 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, 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 give them their all own individual panel where I interview them. And then, of course, you guys can ask them any questions you want. If you're there in person, you'll have as much time as you want to asking questions. If you stream it virtually, I can give you some questions. I just can't guarantee we get to everybody's questions. It just depends on how many of you are there. If we have some repeat questions, that kind of thing. We just got to make sure that we are really prioritizing, our schedule to make sure that we're not falling behind there. Then day 2, AJ is going to kick us off with a great sort of overview of how to write a sync hit. He's going to play some examples from his catalog. He's going to talk about what he's looking for. Really, really helpful stuff. Then we'll take a little break. Papstar is obviously one of our shining students over the years that really turned his entire life and his entire career around as a result of sync licensing, so he's going to be there. Then Trevor is going to give us a great presentation on how to start your own library. Many of you guys have been asking me about this lately, especially in the face of AI, especially in the face of disruption, and many of you are wanting to expand and maybe create more of a collective of composers and producers that are going out and getting your own placement opportunities. This is your presentation to be able to do that. Okay, so Trevor's going to give us his insights for how he started his own Get It Done company not too long ago. Anthony, a star student who's making over $20K a year in just 3 years of sync licensing. He got started during the pandemic and he's already clearing $20K a year, so he's off to a great start. So we're going to pick his brain. What are you doing? How are you doing that? Yele is also doing amazing things with his partnering with some of the biggest publishers and distributors out there in this business from the Netherlands, and he has this great success story of being somebody who had no connections in this business but earned his way into it with high quality, successful licensing music and a service mindset, which he definitely has demonstrated many times for us. Then Hans, who's going to come up and talk. Hans, one of our favorite reviewers as well, is going to talk about the importance of being an artist versus being an artisan, meaning that are we going to lose ourselves, as we're constantly always giving and giving and serving in this business. We need to make sure that we're constantly coming back to a sense of center and what is our creative effort and what is our artistic personality in all of this, and how do we make sure that we express ourselves artistically and creatively, even though we are constantly having to serve the needs of others, because this is definitely one of those walls you guys will run up against and it'll cause burnout very quickly. Then we'll follow up with a kind of a combined panel between Mike and Trevor of Get It Done and Reverse Play. So we'll ask them about their libraries, what they're looking for, what's successful, what's not successful, and all that good stuff. And then we will finish up our event with some Syncup awards. This is only for those of you that get an in-person ticket. Okay, this is not for the virtual ticket. So sorry, but I'm going to be handing out physical trophies, plaques, awards, whatever it's going to be, and I want to give you a physical award. Okay, so we're definitely going to play your track. We're going to have 3 awards. We'll play it, give you a little bit of praise, a little bit of shine for those of you that attend in person. So as of right now, I actually got to update that. I should say 31, actually. But either way, you have 3 options if you are in our platform right now. You can attend virtually, you can attend in person, and you can get your premium ticket, okay? Virtual ticket right now, $49. On April 1st, it's going to be $99. So you're basically saving $50 right now if you're on a platform and you sign up. You can upgrade to get your music listened to and get a guarantee listened to any one of those library CEOs that you saw previously on this stream. I wanted to make sure that if you couldn't attend in person, you could still get that benefit of this event. So that's also going to be going up to either $150 or $200 on April 1st. So all of these prices are going up. So this is your one chance to basically get a nice discount on your experience. If you can't attend in person, still attend it virtually, because even though you can't be in the room with us, we will have Zoom breakout rooms. So you can definitely connect with and network with other people who are going to be attending this on June 1st and 2nd, which is a Saturday and Sunday. Most of you guys hopefully get the day off for that one. Then we've got a few in-person tickets left. Obviously, you get to submit it. This is where you're going to get your t-shirt. Got a little swag bag for you guys with some fun gifts, a lot of candy, a lot of mints as well. You get a guarantee to submit your music to a library CEO as a part of your ticket, and you'll get that guaranteed listen from them, okay? They decide if they take you on, but if they like what they hear, you're going to have your email and your phone number right there with your submission, so they can reach out to you immediately if they like what they're hearing. Then if you want to get in-person feedback on your music from one of those library CEOs that I talked about, that'll just be a $99 upgrade on top of your $299. So again, basically $300 now. On April 1st, in about a week, it's going to be $499. So you're basically saving $200 right now. And again, if these tickets are gone by April 1st, these links will just expire. They'll be gone. Virtual tickets will still be available because we can stream unlimited. But yeah, the in-person ones are capped at 50 total. We are not, making this a much larger event like other events are. This is going to be a very small, intimate one, intentionally on purpose to make it much higher quality. Then the premium one, if you want to step up your experience, of course, you get to do everything the in-person people do, but you also get the in-person feedback built into your ticket price. So that's not an upgrade. That's included. You also get the first 2 tables at the event. So we're going to have circular tables. So the first 2 in the very front of the room will be for the premium members, so that you get front row access to the presentation, to the CEOs. And, when we have these little breaks where there's going to be an opportunity to kind of talk to and shake hands with the library CEOs, you are the closest to them. Even though 50 people is not a large number of people, it is, there's a number of people. So you want to make sure that you have as many chances to be able to meet and network with. Even if you don't partner with, it never hurts you to expand your networking in this industry, right? And of course, the big perk with the premium ticket is you get to join us for that private dinner Saturday evening, 6 p.m. It's going to be at the same hotel, same place. By the way, it's a hotel very close to the LAX airport in Los Angeles. And that was just such a great time for us to just sit down, feel like kings and queens. We had appetizers waiting for us when we sat down, a big, long, banquet table. We had drinks. We order anything you want, prime rib. We had whatever. We had some really, really high, nice, classy hors d'oeuvres and dishes to order from. So we were living like kings and queens for the evening. So that was really fun. So that's a cool, also, just beneficial way for us to all to connect a little bit bit more deeply. A lot of times not even talking about sync licensing, but just kind of connecting with these library CEOs on a human to human level, talking about life, talking about raising kids, talking about whatever, hobbies, that kind of a thing. That sometimes those are the moments where we actually create the most meaningful connections, is when we're not talking shop and we're not talking about the business. So anyways, that spiel out of the way, I'll go ahead and make myself much larger. There we go. And come back to you guys on the chat. I haven't been seeing what you guys are talking about here. So thank you so much, Yelly. Appreciate it, man. Yes, Yelly says he's socially awkward. He's still making the trip all the way from Europe. Yeah, so if Yelly can do it, you guys can all do it. So he's flying Boeing. Oh boy. Okay. Well, appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. I'll have obviously more details of all of this at Syncup. Right now, we're still in the process of just getting things done. I will tell you finally. I've been just keeping my lips sealed on the network name, the show name. I'll be able to tell you guys all that stuff in a couple of months here, June 1st and 2nd. So again, don't sit on these tickets. They go fast. Last year, I remember I looked it up. I was like, how quickly did these tickets sell last year? Last year on our first day, we sold 8 tickets, in-person tickets, many more virtual tickets. This year we sold 12, and then this morning I woke up, there was a 13th. So basically 13 tickets on the first day. So we're already on a path to sell these out faster than we did last year. And I don't think that's a big surprise, because now many of you that attended last year felt it. You know what the value is. You know that it was worth your time, worth your money, worth your investment. So just want to let you guys know, I just don't want to hear people that wanted to come and were just kind of sitting on the fence and then they didn't get their ticket. So I'm not going to extend it. It's just going to be what it is. And once those 50 tickets are gone, they're gone. So if you do want to be, included in our platforms, or you want to get access to this early bird ticket, you can just email me if you want to, jesse@syncmymusic.com, and I can give you the options for which platform maybe is the best one for you, if there is one that's good for you. But other than that, I'm excited. I'm just going to keep answering your guys' questions about this and keep letting you guys know about it. So appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, and appreciate all the congratulations. And we'll keep you in touch on how this gig goes and when things are going to be hopefully making it to air before the summer kicks off for too long. So we will see. So thank you guys so much. You guys have a fantastic day. We'll talk to you all real soon.